Come on,
No,
stupid.
who?
I mean, we're already recording, but I'm gonna go look
Oh.
for
Oh.
Alistair's remote control.
Well, I'm glad that I got to call my dog stupid in the recording. Now we're gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna get all kinds of hate for animal cruelty. So they called my
I don't
dog
know how
dumb.
they're going to cancel you, but they're going to. So
Oh,
just
I
be
definitely
ready
am
for
getting
that.
canceled. Oh, did I tell everyone that I may have finally gotten myself fired?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. Fuck yeah!
What? Really?
I may have finally gotten myself fired. I'll
Why,
probably.
how?
Congratulations.
So, the other day I wasn't feeling good, and so I just fucking left. Like I didn't tell anyone. I just left. And so I come in the next day, and they're like, "Really? You just walked in here and don't freaking talk to anyone? You just leave yesterday and don't say anything?" And I was like, I kind of like started to laugh, and he goes, he starts to like get all attitude with me, and I was like, "Don't get fucking attitudey with me." And he was like, he hands me this write-up sheet, and he says, "Sign this." I was like, "I don't have a pen. Do you have one?" He's like, "Well, I'm sure you can find one." And I was like, "All right, this guy's an asshole." So, anyways, I went and I got a pen, and I just scribbled like a line on the thing and kind of like pushed it off the table towards him and walked away. And he was like, "If you throw anything else at me, you're out of here." And I just kind of gave him a thumbs up. And then he talked to the other manager for a second, and he called me up, and he's like, "You know what, Josh? You could just go home for the weekend." And I was like, "Sweet, bye." And I went and grabbed my shit, and I was walking out, and I was like, "Good riddance." And he's like, "Yeah, good riddance." And
I started recording. We're gonna have to. Do you want me to edit that out?
I
No,
don't
this
give a
is for
shit.
posterity.
Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get fired.
That's usually not what you would expect to hear someone say, but I mean, good for you. Hell yeah. Literally, Miranda and I were talking the other day about shitty dealership shit, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so miserable. Like when at first I was like terrified and scared, and I'll finish this little line of conversation and we'll start. But I was like scared and like, oh no, like I'm not gonna have a job. And then I was like, yeah, but I fucking hate that job. And then I was like a couple hours later, once I got past the initial like fear of being unemployed, like it was like a weight lifted off my chest. Like I've been in a way better mood. I've like just been super happy that hopefully I won't have to go to that fucking shit show
Yeah.
ever again. And like I start school in 2 weeks, so like
Sweet.
I'll get financial aid, and I decided I'm just gonna like take whatever the maximum amount of financial aid they'll give me, and yeah, just be poor for a couple years till I get my credential, and then it won't be a problem anymore. All right. So, recap of last session. You guys finished up the conversation with the druid that had caused all of the water poisoning issues. You guys met Lapis, who came running in to help you guys fight the owlbears. And then you guys had a short little conversation, got to know each other a little bit. She was clearly sent by Ugna. She showed you that she had like a package that she gave to Caden from Ugna. Then you guys went to that little house in the woods, managed to open the trap door without triggering the trap. Went down, you saw a sarcophagus with what appeared to be like a dragonborn, but it looked kind of weird. And the bones had been scattered around. You went further into the crypt and found this room with 3 bodies that appeared to be having their life force kind of like sucked out and put into a third or a fourth body that laid in the middle. And you guys were investigating the room, and the body or the creature in the middle like had a bunch of eyes form all over it, and then a bunch of mouths, and it screamed and stood up, and that is where we finished. Couple of housekeeping things that I need to do. To the thingamajigger. All right. So I'm attempting to do a lot more kind of like structured games. Like again, everyone thank Nikki for being awesome and really helping me kind of figure out actually how to be a better DM by organizing stuff and having things actually written down and having real campaign type stuff. But I wanted to let all of you guys know, if you guys ever want to do some role playing or anything like that, I'm going to attempt to kind of like move things forward instead of kind of being a little meandery. And the reason I was so meandery before is because I didn't actually know where you guys should go because I didn't prepare properly. And so I kind of let things kind of linger, and I let you guys decide where you were going to go and stuff like that. I'm going to attempt to kind of push you guys forward a little bit more. But if any point you guys want to do role playing, always interrupt me for role play. Like I will never be like, "Oh no, you can't role play right now because we have to do something else." So if there's ever a time you're like, "Nope, let's not transition to a new scene. Let's role play for a little while." Just say, "Hey, I wanted to role play," and I will give you time to do that. Also, last time I kind of rushed you guys with like time jumps and stuff like that to kind of get to the time of day that I wanted. So instead of kind of doing that, I'm just going to tell you guys, hey, you guys might enjoy this more if you go at night. And then you guys can make decisions whether or not you want to actually heed my advice or do whatever you want. But I'm not going to kind of force you guys to go somewhere at a certain time of day. Also, I'm supposed to remind you, Iris. We talked about at the end of the session last time. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Exhaustion.
Excuse me?
Uh,
About talking to somebody.
oh,
About a certain other person.
just send me a fucking text message.
Absolutely. Copy this.
I think I remember, but
I'm going to send it to you. DM. Okay, I sent that to you.
much appreciated.
And then I talked to Celestina about conversation with Ugna. Also, Lapis, remember that you had cast protection from good and evil on Ayla?
Mhm.
So, Ayla, you have protection from evil and good on you. Caden, you still have Tina for 30 more minutes. And Iris, you have a point of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Okay? So, I am just going to go ahead and, read that last little narration for you guys to set the stage, and then we'll go ahead and roll some initiative. So as you guys are kind of wandering around looking at different things, do you want me to read the narration for the room again so that you guys know what it looks like?
Should we be in the room right now?
Yes, you guys are in the room. Let me change you guys
Can
to
you
the
drop us?
proper
Yeah.
map.
I would appreciate a recap of what the room looks like.
Absolutely. That for you. All right. So,
There I am.
You're in a large rectangular chamber. There are several windows that appear to look out onto a stone wall. To the north is an onyx statue of a serpentine dragon-like creature with thumbnail-sized rubies for eyes, gently glowing from the light from within the room. A small table sits in the northwest corner, a goblet lit up with stones upon it. In the southwest corner sit 3 steel cages. 2 of the doors stand open and empty, but the third one in the corner contains a humanoid creature leaning against the bars in the corner. Its skin looks desiccated, and you can't tell from where you are if it's breathing. Along the southern wall, there is a wooden door. A wooden cupboard stands against the opposite wall, like kind of like the southeast corner. A silver chain and a tiny silver lock looped around its handles. Water trickles from a hole in the wall beside it into a small basin below the hole. A stone table stands against the east wall, and about a third of the way down, a large sheath dagger rests on its surface, its jeweled hilt glittering in the light in the center of the room. 3 stone tables are arranged around a central table, an altar at its head. What appears to be 3 bodies lying on their backs upon the 3 outer tables. Small runes pulse an eerie red as they circle out away from the corpses. Blood seems to be flowing through the runes as they wind their way down the legs of the tables to the floor, where they wind in cascading circles along the floor and up onto the central table, where a creature you have never seen before lies motionless. Its body appears to be that of a human, but its flesh clings to a skeletal frame. A somewhat oval-shaped head rests atop its slightly too long neck. But where a face should be, there is nothing but maggot-white flesh, the barest hint of a nose at its center. As you watch, the slowly pulsing light slows further and then stops, casting the room into darkness. Then, as you guys were searching around, suddenly a single large eye opens in the creature's chest. It blinks a few times and then rolls to look at you. And this was at you. Who was that? Ayla. Rolls to look at you. The eye narrows and 3 more open, 1 on its face and 2 on either shoulder. Then suddenly several mouths open in multiple locations all over its body, each one lined with rows of sharp teeth. The creature begins to scream, and everyone roll initiative.
Woo!
Everyone hear me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Celestina.
What
I
is
just want to
that
make sure
again?
because I have a mute button on my headset that I didn't even know I
Oh,
had
shit.
until just now. Oh, Jesus!
What the heck?
What the fuck is that?
That's what just screamed and jumped up.
Can you not do that without warning us?
You put the initiative tracker?
I looked up and I was
Oh.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
let me do that. Go for it. All right, now everyone can roll initiative.
I was clicking on Ayla's token. That's not me. I'm a blue dragonborn.
Oh my god.
Oh, same.
Fucking
Same.
A.
Two.
2 shitty rolls in a row.
We had to get it out of the way,
Does not
Celestina.
bode
Bye.
well.
This always happens to me with UA. She sucks every time I'm at the end of initiative.
Or you wait.
And I'm a +2. How does that even happen? So annoying.
I'm +1, I think. If there's a number in the initiative box, that's your modifier, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Man, chips went down my frickin' shirt.
Felt that.
I hate crumbs in my shirt, man. Ugh.
Same.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
This means mobile snacks.
I accidentally made his dexterity 181.
Whoa.
We aren't killing
I'm
this dude.
sorry.
That seems like that's not what it should be.
Damn, imagine that AC if he doesn't have armor. Fuck.
Right?
Josh,
Yes.
when Tina was summoned, what do you think she was? Do you think she was tricksy, fuming, or mirthful?
Trixie, I think.
Okay.
Based on how you roleplayed her, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because we'll have to keep that in mind because she gets a different ability depending on her attitude.
Okay.
Like my 4-year-old.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so today is darkness.
All right.
Okay. So just to let you guys kind of know, this is less of a excuse for not being fully prepared and more of a, hey, just give it a couple more sessions, and you should be excited. I did not get to everything that I wanted to get to before this session. Just because like I have a ton of stuff that I should have written down a long time ago but never did, and this is why we thank Nikki, because she's told me how to do it. So just bear with me for the next couple of sessions because I may not be super prepared for everything. But it's because I'm trying to get significantly more prepared. I just have a ton of stuff backlogged that I'm trying to get to.
You all good.
A learning process. He is really good at improv. I feel like that's where I'm gonna lack because I like having structure.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be my thing that I'm gonna have to learn how to do better. So
Just know that almost everything that's happened in this entire campaign since you guys got to this town has all been in my head, but I've never really written it down anywhere. So, yeah. All right. So let me roll initiative for him.
also, is this a very quick thing where it jumps right up?
Yes.
Sorry. God damn it.
That was a weird burp.
That was a weird burp.
It was like a hiccup burp. I get those a lot.
Wait a
Sorry.
second. This was supposed to be
Miranda
empty, and all of
calls
a
those
sudden.
burkups.
Okay, do you guys all remember what your initiative rolls were?
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
One.
So I'm going to clear this because for some reason it has like Pollard and the owlbears and everything.
Oh, I gotta increase. I gotta add my my fey anyway.
Last roll 20. Being
All
roll
right.
20.
Let's do this again. Everyone roll and then just change it to what it actually should be.
I need to add my fey spirit. Okay.
They got the same freaking number.
Where's she? Right there.
Oh my god.
Same. Same.
What the fuck?
Can you please let me change it? Thank you.
Oh wow! I wish I could have that. All right.
So
9.
as soon as would you say that I got a sense that something was like bad and happening before this guy like fully jumped up?
Potentially. Why would you have that feeling?
Well, so did this thing grow eyes and mouth like super fast, or did it?
It was
happen-
over probably a couple of seconds, so like.
Would I have had time to like cast something as a reaction to that happening?
Probably. What? Well, roll a perception check to see if you noticed it happening, and then I will let you know.
Yeah, why can't I ever find what I'm looking for?
Yes. So you noticed it happening. So what did you want to cast?
So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on shoot, what's your fucking name? Iris.
Okay.
Counterpoint.
Because I
think
see
you
that
already
she's,
had
like,
that
right there.
casted last time on Ayla before we entered the room.
No, it was a protection from protection from evil and
Good.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is that a concentration? Is the protection from good and evil concentration?
Is it?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
You
I
have to
didn't see
choose.
that. Shooty.
1 second.
Okay, never mind. I did not do that.
Okay.
I didn't see that. Thank you for mentioning that, because that would have made what happened to you null and void.
What does
My
protection
dear.
from good and evil do anyway?
If you scroll up in the chat box, it's up a little bit, like right as we ended.
I can post
Okay.
it again if you'd like me to.
I see it. I'm good.
Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's really cool. I think Ayla needs it more than me.
All right.
Yeah, because just in my short experience of meeting the party, I was like, oh, she looks squishy. I'm gonna do something for Miss Squish.
So,
Alright.
so is this creature an aberration, elemental, celestial, fey, fiend, or undead?
Is this a? Wait. Hold on. It
Oh, were
is-
you asking that?
It is a
Yeah, I was
construct.
asking. Oh, okay.
So it doesn't help.
Other celestial elementals, fairy fiends, and yeah, no, it's a construct.
Would I know that?
Maybe when it
Because
swipes at her.
then I would. Oh yeah. Would that be a flavorable thing? Like you say, like, hey, you notice nothing happens, because
yes,
she is like she's got her eyes on Ayla, and she's gonna do what she can to protect Ayla at this point. But just from a
yes.
knight standpoint,
You will notice that whatever. What does it look like when protection of from evil and good protects from evil and good?
oh. So the way that I envision it, so most of her spells that she casts will materialize kind of between her horns in a buzz of energy, and most of the time it's like lightning or sparks of lightning. But in this case, for protection from evil and good, it almost looks like motes of light, and it connects almost to the sky. Like kind of as it grows away from her head, it gets kind of a bit dimmer. But she's able to channel that, and it kind of comes down, and that same light passes through her skull, and you can kind of see it glow behind her eyes. And then she's able to channel it almost like through her veins, and then whoever she touches, whether that be herself, where she just channels that into herself or into somebody else. It's almost like a static flick. Like when you touch somebody, you get static. It kind of has that sense.
Okay. And then when, like, if a evil creature actually tried to hurt
Like one
her,
of those things.
yes. Well,
It
not
would
this
almost
specific
like
thing.
that light would almost burn them.
Yeah. So you notice because it. So yes, I will let you know what happens here in a moment. So what happens? It screams at you and like almost like with like lightning reflexes, it leaps up onto its feet, and its arms and legs are almost too long for it to be completely humanoid shaped. And so it kind of crouches almost uh like like a I don't know, a monster that crouches. Uh, and then it leaps at you, Ayla, and I need you to roll a dexterity save. And so it leaps at you and actually lands on your chest, kind of driving you down to the ground, and then it is going to bite you.
So I failed a dexterity save.
You did, unfortunately. Does 20 hit?
Yeah. Hold on. I just want to make sure that I don't have something that gives me advantage on dexterity or something.
Also, as
yeah.
it's touching her, I don't see that, right?
Correct. So, like as it kind of like leaps onto her, you're expecting some kind of like flash or reaction from it, and you get no reaction.
So is that the damage?
No, that's the attack is the 20.
Yeah, I mean it hits.
Okay. So you take 14 piercing damage as it lands on you. It pins you down and it rears its head back, and this kind of mouth that looks small at first just splits its face in two, and you see these rows of sharp needle-like teeth, and it sinks its jaws into your shoulder and rips like a hunk of flesh out and kind of looks around at everyone else and screams again, and then it leaps off of you onto the wall over here, and it attaches itself to the wall and scurries up onto the ceiling, and you see as like this ripple passes over it, and its flesh seems to change colors to perfectly blend in to the the same color and texture and everything of the ceiling. And so I need everyone to roll perception checks.
Would he have invoked an attack of opportunity or no?
From jumping off of her? No, he has
Uncanny.
yeah. So you guys need to beat a 24 or you have disadvantage on all of your attacks against it.
Oh shit.
For
No.
perception?
Mm-hmm.
Poor Caden.
Oh my god, you guys. What the fuck?
The heck?
Deception, not deception.
None of us rolled
Hold
over a
on.
10.
Hold on,
Ayla.
I'm still trying to roll. I'm still trying to roll. I'm sorry, I don't have my mouse.
No, you're okay.
No
Oh,
worries.
you're
You're fine.
okay.
You're fine.
This is funny. Are you
I'm
using a
just making fun
trackpad?
of our shitty rolls.
And that sucks because actually, just what is your yeah? So you got a 20 instead of a 21. But regardless, all of you will have disadvantage on attacks against it.
Oh
All right,
no.
Ayla, it is your turn.
Okay, first off, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself. So I got that extra AC.
Okay.
So there's that. Wait, why does it do guide? I wasn't doing guiding bolt. Guys, hold on.
Do you want me
I'm
to?
using
Do you want
the
me to put?
trackpad.
Do you want me to put a
I
mouse
have.
out there?
No, I'll get it. It's in here. It's just I
Okay.
can't see anything because of there's no light.
Oh yeah, your light bulb went out. Here, I'm gonna go look for a light bulb for her. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some candy. I'll be right back.
Bring back some.
I didn't know she had Shield of Faith. Can I also cast Shield of Faith?
So they don't stack. So
Damn.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
that would be
Just
awesome.
everyone throwing like Shield of Faith on one person.
Uh-huh.
You cannot
That would
touch
make them
their ass.
untouchable.
Yeah.
Everyone hide behind Ayla.
You're right.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. I
No worries.
found my thing. So Shield of Faith. That's my bonus action. With my action, I want to cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. 17. I'm pretty sure that hits. That does hit. Even with the disadvantage, you are kind of able to like track it to where it is, and you're able to cast your witch bolt and hit it. What does
Okay.
your witch bolt look like again?
Like a pulse wave.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like this pulse shoots forth, and you see as when it hits the mime, there's like a ripple that kind of goes across its body where it changes colors, and it almost has to attempt to re-camouflage itself, but it does take the 4 lightning damage. This hits. It's 4 damage, right? Okay, perfect. And are you gonna move or do anything else?
Stay there.
Okay. So, Iris, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Okay. How high is the ceiling?
Maybe 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah.
All right. That's gonna change my plans a little bit. Iris will go ahead and she's going to run over towards, or she's going to do a
I'm back.
her
Don't
out
worry.
with her arms, and as she swings out her arms, both her hands are gonna fill with green energy, and she's going to make a twirl from facing the table towards the center of the room. And as she does, she's gonna loose these green beams, and one's going to race towards that body, and the other towards this body, and she's gonna cast Animate Dead.
Okay.
And one zombie, two zombies. I imagine they're fine right there.
Yeah.
After she does that, she's going to spin around and mentally she's going to give them a command to hold for an attack. And as she spins back around, she's going to try and pick up the dagger on the table.
Okay.
Just pocket real quick.
And just put it in your pocket?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's nothing happens. You just pick it up, put it in your pocket.
And she's going to take a running slide over towards the center one. And that will be her turn.
All right, Caden, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see. Why is it flying?
Because it's on the roof.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm congested right now. I'm gonna cast. Do I have it? Hold on. Yeah. Since I know I can barely see this fucker. I'm gonna point my my rapier towards it, and I'm gonna music notes are gonna dance off of it and shoot towards it as I cast a magic missile,
Okay.
which should automatically hit with 3.
Absolutely. Nice. 4 every time. 4, 8. And each time it gets hit, you see that kind of ripple across its flesh as it has to re-camouflage itself.
And then I say to Tina, attack that creature, Tina. And she's gonna fly up and take a melee attack. With a 6.
Did she roll a perception?
Oh no, she did not. So hold on.
I mean, she has to beat 24s, but
yeah. How do I roll perception? Usually I can click perception on there.
what is her modifier?
It is wisdom modifier is 0. Here.
Okay,
so 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, if it would have been the 20, I would have let her have normal, but it was. All right, so she tries to attack it, but you notice as she's actually attacking like almost a foot off of where it actually is. So she unfortunately just kind of like punches the wall, and she's like, "Ow! I broke a nail."
But she'll stay up there in the air with it. And I end my turn.
She looks down and she says, "Dang it, Caden! It smells really bad up here." And Yue, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was on mute.
No worries.
Okay, I'm like, why is no one responding to me? Okay, and he is right here.
No,
Right
it's
here.
this way.
Okay.
And he's up on the ceiling.
How high is it?
About 15 feet.
All right. Well, listen here, you little shit. I am going to ooh. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay. Are you going to move first?
He's right there. I would say probably I would move because I don't see him, right?
Like, like the general area that you think he is, but you can't see him.
Yeah, I just have to be within 15 feet of him, so.
Yeah.
So I would say probably right there.
Okay.
And then, whoops, I rolled damage. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you were supposed to roll. What is the
I'm dumb. Sorry.
What is the saving throw?
14.
And it's dexterity, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
To take half, correct? Wow, he rolled a 7 with a +6. It's impressive. All right. So he takes how much was it? 11 or 9? Can't remember.
9.
9. So as you walk up and you put your hands out and the fire's kind of shooting from your hands, you see as like the fire almost like ripples across his flesh, like his flesh is trying to change colors to camouflage himself with the fire. But he's screaming and kind of writhing, trying to scurry out from the fire. -9. Perfect. And you guys start to smell kind of the smell of like burning flesh. Are you gonna do anything else?
No, I can't really do anything.
All right. So Lapis, it is your turn.
So, would you say that I'd be able to reach with my greatsword?
Probably
pretty
not
tall.
from the floor, but if you got up on this table, you would.
So would you allow me to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm absolutely gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
take a smack with my greatsword, which I'm actually kind of happy about this. I'm gonna post a picture of what it looks like in the general chat. So it's not actually a blade, it's straight fucking lightning.
That's fucking
But it doesn't do lightning damage. It acts like a sword. It doesn't do lightning damage, which would be cool. But so gonna take a smack. And she gets extra attack. So she's gonna smack again.
Okay.
Ooh.
And do
So
Damn.
the first one, he's able to kind of like dodge out of the way, but as he moves, like you see that kind of ripple, and you're able to kind of gauge where he is for the second one, and the second one definitely hits for 13 as you kind of like slash across his back, and so he's hanging on the wall with his claws, and instead of like turning his head to look at you, the back of his head kind of sprouts eyeballs and his mouth kind of opens and screams at you as you slash him for 13 damage. Oops.
let's see if there's anything else I can do.
Ow.
Where'd it go? Oh. I keep forgetting it's in my things. Oh, that's an action. Okay, I am finished.
Okay. So as you kind of slash him and the back of his head, he screams at you. You see his arms and legs tense, and he actually leaps at you. And I need you to roll a dexterity save, Lapis. And
Whoa.
he like leaps onto your chest and actually drags you kind of like back off the table onto the ground. And he attacks with his bite. 19. Does that hit?
Yeah.
And he does 13 piercing damage. And then he uses his whatever that thieves thing is, his cunning action to disengage, and leaps off of you and scurries across the floor. So, and starts to scurry out of the room. And I need you all to roll perception checks again.
Yes, bitch.
And you have to beat a 20.
Damn it.
What?
So we can see that because we're beating the shit out of it, that it's being easier to see.
So he just rolls a stealth check, and then you guys have to beat his
Oh, I see.
with your perception.
Thought it was like lowering because we were poking.
No, I roll a stealth check, and yeah. So every time you like hit him, like it definitely like reveals his location, but he looks exactly like the floor. But he's clearly like he like leaps onto Lapis, takes a bite out of her, looks at all of you guys, and like you can see him like assessing the situation like this is probably not good for me, and so he leaps off and attempts to scurry out of. And Ayla, it is your turn.
All right. I want to cast Bane on him.
Okay.
And Bane. What is it? It's a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Damn.
And he gets a +0 to that one. He's got a 10 charisma.
Oh, well. Okay. I don't have a bonus action to use now. Let me see. Is this a bonus action? Oh, but that's an action. All right, then. You know what? I am going to then move a tad and see if. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I have something that in my traits, I believe, that makes it so I can like become invisible for a turn.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if that's oh, it's a cloak of shadows, I believe. So I could use my channel divinity to vanish. Oh, as an action, you become invisible. Never mind. So that's an action. So I'm just going to move a tad to
Okay.
like right here,
Okay.
and it'll be good.
Oh, also, I wanted to let you know when both of you guys cut him, like with your great sword or whatever, it basically just like sliced his flesh, but he doesn't bleed. Just kind of like this black kind of ichor kind of like seeps from the wound, but it doesn't actually like bleed really. It just kind of like fills the wound with this kind of like black liquid. Are you gonna do anything else, or is that it?
That's it.
All right. Uh, Iris, it is your turn. Your turn.
Okay. Hang on, I'm just trying to remember how big a fucking diameter is. Diameter is the whole thing, right? Not half of it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
diameter,
Correct.
that whole thing.
Radius
Okay.
would be half of.
Question: how big is this hallway? Like, I know it's 10 feet wide. How tall?
Probably 15 feet tall.
15 feet tall, and it's on the ceiling right now. On the
No,
wall?
he's on the floor now.
Okay, he's on the floor.
Yeah.
Iris is going to step out, or she's gonna roll out from under, or from the side of this crypt. And as she comes back up, she's going to start casting a spell. She's gonna whisper some words as these patterns of snakes are gonna start swirling around her, and the same images of the snakes around her are gonna start filling this hallway. It's going to be a wisdom save to see if it gets. It's not. It's charmed, but all it does is make it stop moving.
Okay.
14 DC.
It is charmed. So, um,
If we can see it, doesn't it affect us? Because it says each creature.
Only, I think the last time we did this, it's only the initial cast, then I maintained the charm, not the area.
Mm.
Though
Also,
that's up
I
to
have
Josh.
this, so
Nice. That's
I
pretty
can
cool.
also get uncharmed by
That's
using
dope.
uh I don't know, some kind of mind, stillness of mind.
Yeah, so basically, the
We
only
are
one
hard to charm.
that would be at risk of being charmed is Caden.
Of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
After that, Iris is going to instruct her zombies. Surround it and grab it! And
Okay.
that's the end of Iris's turn. And I'm
Yash
on my
Mashta.
zombies go. I can move 'em 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10,
Sorry,
15, 20.
Was it running away?
the creature, yes.
Okay.
It's like trying to flee the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The one that's there is going to try and grapple it.
Okay. Does it get to make its saving throw, or does it just get grappled because it's charmed?
Uh, it doesn't really specify, it just says incapacitated. Let me look up incapacitated. I have all those rules in front of me. Incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. So it seems like it'd probably try and not get grappled.
Yeah. He's like, I like you, but not like that. Stuff.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and make a strength check.
13.
Yeah. It like as the zombie tries to grab it, it just kind of like slashes its arm, and its arm actually falls off.
Oh,
So yeah, it is not grappled.
Okay,
And
and that is my turn. Or my zombie's turns.
all right, Caden, it's your turn.
No. Hop to the side with a little shimmy shimmy, and then shoot some more music notes at it.
I will
Okay.
note that its effects ends. I actually already did it, and you wouldn't know this, so have fun.
Pew pew pew.
But for Josh, the effects ends when it gets takes
Yeah, I know.
damage.
I read. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it takes 11 more damage.
Next time I'll make sure not to do that. Sorry.
I was just gonna yell at you after the matter. Damn it, Caden! I
Oh.
can't hold it if you attack it.
I thought you were just trying to tackle it.
And so it was kind of like standing there, like just kind of like or not like crouching there, kind of like not moving. However, when the thing tried to grab it, it like slashed its arm, and then it just kind of like stayed there. And then it gets hit with those magic missiles, and it like shakes its head and like screams at you, Caden, and you can tell that it's back to being uncharmed. Are you gonna do anything else? Caden?
Oh. You tell Tina to attack. Oh yeah. And she needs to roll her perception check too. I keep forgetting. Wisdom. Nope. I don't think she can go that. Yeah, she can. But just count as advantage.
It
with
is
the-
linked.
So it's
So
a straight roll.
normal. Yeah, it's a straight roll.
And she, I imagine she has like a leaf blade.
Okay. Yeah, I think she has like a little leafy dagger.
Well, that's what happens when you use a leaf blade.
Yeah. I think like it like looks at her and like just kind of she swipes at it and it just kind of like leans back like the fuck are you doing, you little tiny thing?
And she's gonna, as a bonus action, she's gonna use the rest of her movement, ink on his face, and then back away. It's magical darkness in a 5-foot cube, so literally just a square.
Okay.
And she just like squirts ink out of the tip of the blade, and it
Okay.
magically swirls in the air in his face.
Aw, he inked.
Aw, you made me ink.
Yeah.
But I think technically you can make an attack of opportunity against Tina.
I forgot. So this
Ouch. Yeah. Bites her
does
little
22
body.
hit.
Yeah.
Alright. So she takes
Oh.
So it's not actually a bite. I just didn't have time to put all of its swipes and stuff like that. It swipes at her with its claw, and she takes 10 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty hardy though, so she'll be okay.
Yeah. All right, UA. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I am going to. Oh yeah, I have 55 walking. I'm gonna come out here and attempt to unarmed strike him.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Remember to roll at disadvantage.
I
Oh.
know. Bitch.
Uh,
What?
25 is
Nice.
much better than the crit for him. So okay, that one hits. And he takes 10 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and do unarmed strike too. So here's the first one. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
My god.
Wow.
And then I get to do it one more time too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
UA ain't fucking around.
All right. So it takes
Damn. I'm
12,
sorry.
12 more damage. Jeebus.
Hell yeah.
So you start punching it, and like you can tell as like its flesh keeps trying to camouflage, but it's starting to like shiver, like it's not able to do it as well, and you can tell that it is
Yeah.
not loving life right now. All right. All right. Are you gonna do anything else?
I can't. That was my bonus action.
Okay.
I'll stay right there.
And Lapis, it is your turn.
So, Lapis is going to use her breath weapon.
Okay.
And kill me.
And
No, it's actually
actually,
perfectly
it's perfect.
lined.
I was
Okay.
hoping you weren't gonna go right here because that would have like.
Yeah.
So, how do I roll this again? Do I actually
So
like
it's
roll it?
no. Well, you'll roll damage in a second, but it's 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So what's your Constitution modifier?
Constitution modifier is +2.
So 10. And then what's your proficiency bonus?
3.
So 13 is the DC, and must make a Dex save.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that to take half or to half as much on a successful one? So go ahead and roll. Creature takes 2d6 damage on a fail save and half a successful one. Then it was increased by 3d6 at level 6. You're level 6, right?
Level 7.
Yeah. Then roll 3d6.
Oh wait. Why? Why?
Yeah, that was not awesome.
Kidding me?
So
I'm
it
sorry.
Oh my god,
takes-
today she's just fucking nothing.
So the lightning kind of like go ahead and describe the breast weapon again.
Yeah, so like I said before, between the horns, it kind of swirls this big lightning bolt of electricity, and then it comes down through her head, through her eyes, and then blasts out of her mouth.
And he sees it coming, and like you see like 4 or 5 eyes appear in his head that get super wide, and he's able to do like a little somersault out of the way, but you do manage to clip one of his legs as he's somersaulting, and do the 3 damage. Are you going to do anything else?
Mm,
You still have movement and a bonus actions.
I do. Am I? Sorry.
No worries.
There's so much. Keep saying as an action, as an action. I have bonus action spells, but nothing that really is helpful.
Okay.
Oh, what is this? You ward a creature. I'm just. Does this mean a friendly or a not friendly?
That's you could do whatever, but usually it's used for a friendly.
So I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on UA.
Okay. Because now it can't attack UA unless it passes its wisdom save.
Yes,
Yes.
because UA is pretty fucking close.
Thank you.
So, you cast your sanctuary, and as he does his little somersault, he uses his cunning action to disengage, and he moves to here, and then he moves, here, and then he dashes.
Jesus.
He just bolts down the fucking hallway, like almost like a blur. And as you see him running, his flesh is just like pulsating the different colors of the floor. And this. All right, everyone needs to roll perception checks. The DC is 16.
I'm sorry, you said perception, right?
He's
Perception, not
we're-
persuasion.
we can't even see him.
Yeah, I know. I guess that'd be if we were to manage to reach where it is, if we would see it.
Correct.
I could see him.
That's exactly.
That's because he's right in front of me.
Not anymore.
Imagine you're punching one of my zombies right now.
Did we all pass that?
I did not.
Iris did not.
Iris didn't. Caden
Yeah.
did.
Remarkably.
You didn't, Lapis.
UA.
This confuses me so fucking much. Like the split thing, like what one do I look at?
So the first one is going to be a normal roll. And then if you have advantage or disadvantage, on disadvantage you take the lower of the two, advantage you take the higher of the two. So always, if you don't have advantage or disadvantage, the only one that matters is the first one. Yeah. So basically, UA and Caden, you guys passed your perception checks. And it is Ayla's turn.
So I don't know where he's at.
You heard it scream and run down the hallway.
Down the hallway.
Well, since I don't know where he's at, and I'm not in immediate danger, and neither is anybody else, I'm going to use a healing potion.
Okay.
And is that an action or a bonus action for your game?
That is an action.
Okay.
I will sometimes allow it to be a bonus action if I'm being nice, but in general, it's an action.
Okay. So I got 6 health back.
Oh, just to establish the rules, since Lapis is here, this is what the rule was. In fact, I should probably write this down so that it becomes a consistent rule that I don't forget. If you're giving it to somebody else, it's a bonus action. If you're taking it yourself, it's an action.
Okay.
The reason being is if you're drinking a health potion, you can't fucking fight while you're drinking a health potion.
Okay. And yeah, since I don't really know what's going on, I will kind of move forward just a tad,
Okay.
And see if I can see anything from that vantage. And I'm assuming I can't, but you know, that's what I'm doing. That's it.
Yep, just looks like a hallway.
Yeah.
Iris, what are you gonna do?
Iris is going to take a shot in the dark and essentially burn a fucking spell for free, since it's the best she could do. Hang on, I'm trying to get the size of the spell. 15,
Okay.
15, 15. Iris is gonna take off down the corner and hang on.
What's that big square? Is that you?
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Iris is gonna run over there, and she's going to go and cast Hypnotic Pattern again, and hope that she manages to catch it.
How big is it?
I'll tell you as soon as I figure out how to move this fucking square. 30-foot square centered on right there.
Okay.
So that's about 3 blocks in each direction.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Now I don't know if she's gonna hit anything, but cool if she does.
You
And then
cast
the zombies are just gonna start running down the hallway.
All right, so I'm gonna do this. You cast a spell, and I'm going to roll the save, but I'm not telling you whether or not
Fair enough.
I am casting or rolling the save because he's. And it was a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Why am I not actually?
It's 14.
Well, if he's in it, he rolled a 0. So
If he's in it, he's definitely in it.
yeah. All right. Are you gonna do anything else?
That's end of Iris' turn.
All right. And Caden, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna use my... Oh yeah, let me see how far this is. Oh, I'll do that. I couldn't go very far anyway. I'm gonna use my bonus action. No. Are we trying to catch it? And kill it? Yeah.
Excellent question.
I'm gonna
Nobody has said anything.
run up here, see that you're casting down the hallway, and then I'm gonna dash and get to here. And then my turn. I can't do anything else.
Again, just verifying that. We decided that after I cast the spell, the area is safe to go in, right? That's what we ruled last time. And
Yeah.
that's what
Yes.
we're going
Yeah.
with. Okay.
Initially, they have to roll it, and then after that initial roll, it's safe to go.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else, Caden?
No, I said I had my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
my bad.
the fairy. Hold on. She has... I forgot how much speed. She has 40 movement. She's gonna go... here. And then it's gonna move... and she's gonna dash to... and then end her turn. Does she tell me if there's anything down the hallway? Or she didn't roll a perception. Hold on.
She's going, I don't see anything.
No.
It's not here. I don't see anything. Still smells bad. Oh, that's the zombie.
Sorry, guys.
I thought that was the zombie burping.
Maybe it was.
All right, UA, it's your turn. Okay. You see nothing down the hallway. And you might be muted because I can't hear you if you're talking.
Sorry, I was muted. So I ran down here my 50 feet, and then I'm gonna run another 50 feet down here, which looks like it puts me right here.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
I have mobile.
So as you get there, you see as it just turns the corner. Like you see
fuck.
just its feet as it turns the corner.
It's down this way.
And are you gonna do anything else?
I can't. I dashed.
Okay, and Lapis, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna come. So, just to be 100% clear, I can go my full movement speed, correct? And still do an action?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I get that right. So I'm going to come here, plus another 10, so I guess I'll be pretty much right next to Iris. And then tell me if this is useless.
Divine sense. So it is useless in this instance, because the creature is not inherently good or evil, and it is not a celestial fiend or undead.
I'm having a hard time, y'all. Is burping. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do, I think.
Okay. So, Yue, are you gonna like keep chasing after it?
I would, yes.
Okay. So you guys are running down the hall like you're running at full speed, and you kind of slide around the corner. And as you slide around the corner, you see it leap up onto the ladder, and in like one lunge, throw itself up through the trapdoor and disappear outside.
God damn it.
And yeah, so it can move 60 feet, and then it dashes to move another 60 feet, and so it travels 120 feet away from you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so it is basically uh, gone out through uh, the trapdoor into the world, and then you hear like this echoing scream fading into the distance as it runs out into the woods.
Great.
And
This
we
is
are
just what we need.
out of combat. Because none of you guys are fast enough to catch it. If I want, by the way, you want to know how many hit points it had left?
No. I'm gonna be
One.
very disappointed with the answer.
4.
So it was in between 1 and 4.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
It got away.
Yeah, it got away. It had 2 hit points.
Oh my god.
Fucking fuck.
So, you hear it scream and run off into the distance, and you're left in this tomb that is now eerily quiet. What are you guys gonna do?
That's probably my fault. I'm sorry, Iris.
No, I believe that was my fault. I should have just moved with my great sword. I took a chance with my breath.
I mean,
That is all on me. I'm sorry.
it was frozen and I undid it. I think I'm more to blame than you. Don't take this away from me. I'm just kidding. But,
Yeah, Caden, I'm gonna go catch it. I swear I'm not abandoning you.
you're free to go if you want to go. I'm not gonna keep you around.
Okay, bye.
Unsummon. Drop the spell.
And she's flying, and then just poof.
Boop.
So, Lapis wants to investigate this altar here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till you get back to talk about all this stuff, because
Okay.
Yeah. very good investigation, by the way.
Adam, is it clear?
Yeah, I'll put my.
Adam,
Yeah.
is the bathroom clear?
Yes, it's clear.
So, what did you think of that monster? Is it terrifying? I thought it was scary.
It was
Yeah,
creepy, for
especially when
sure.
you popped it up to take up the entire screen without warning us. I appreciate that. Thank you.
It did give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I love that picture. I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. That's very scary looking.
Oh god, 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 oh god.
What?
Do you have to poop?
No.
Are you
I
prairie
just-
dogging?
Okay, okay. I clicked out of Legend Keeper and I had just written Emperor's Description.
Oh.
And I was like, do I have to fucking write that over again? But it's saved, okay.
Oh, Iris. roll a history check.
One moment.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, and I'll describe that to you in one. So that dagger that you picked up, it's nice. It's a nice dagger. All right. If you'd have rolled better, I'd have told you what it actually did. But
I want to check over here because you said
yes,
there was a body in there.
there is. Let me do Lapis first, and then I'll do you.
Oh, sorry. I
Roll
forgot.
investigation while I'm describing to
Yep.
Lapis. So as you're kind of like looking at this altar, you can tell that there are arcane symbols kind of drawn in some type of substance. You think it might be blood, but it's not like human blood. Uh, in different like symbols and runes and everything like that. And you can tell that those runes that are on this altar were activation runes for the runes that were on these tables. And so basically somebody else besides the creature in the middle cast the spell, and they appear to be very powerful arcane runes. And it is I don't know the magical system well enough to know what like type of magic it is. It's whatever kind of magic would create a construct.
And quick question, since I tend to think I rolled pretty good. Um, is this thing attached to the ground? Like, is it part of the ground?
No, it is a object that was clearly put there.
Can I push it over?
Yeah.
Go.
Roll a strength check. Oh yeah, you push it over, and it kind of falls over and like kind of cracks on the ground. It was very heavy, but there doesn't appear to be anything underneath.
No, I was just pushing it over because fuck that shit.
Yeah, it definitely falls over, and like the edge of it kind of cracks and crumbles as it lands on its side.
She just kind of scowls at it and kind of kicks it.
So, Caden, as you open the cage and kind of investigate the creature appears to be a
Is it Althea?
no. It is definitely not Althea. It is a not a dryad. What's the other one? The other nature thing.
Druid?
Fauna?
Oh, no, dryads and
And
Like a satyr, a fawn,
I
or a
can't-
planty?
uh,
Nymph?
It's a naiad. That's nymph. That's it. Yes, yes, that is correct. I just read that what nymphs are, and that's exactly what it is. It is a nymph. It appears that whatever this nymph was already drained of all of its magical energy, and so it is basically just the husk of what used to be a creature.
Is it that guy's wife?
It appears that guy's wife was the dryad on this table.
I gotcha.
is it still alive?
No,
The thing in the cage?
No. This thing's dead. And are the other cages empty, or?
yes, the other cages are empty and look like they probably had contained the two bodies that are currently lying on these.
So I saw you nab that dagger. What's up with that?
I was worried maybe the creature might try and grab it and run away.
Oh,
So-
smart. Anything interesting about it?
It looks pretty.
Can I see it?
Sure. Alright, so I'm gonna pull it out and show it to you.
Do you mind if I hold it, or?
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put it on the table between us.
Okay, I'll pick it up. I just wanted to see if you would reframe kind of an Althea thing with her dagger. So,
Alright.
He looks at
Go
you.
ahead.
You passed the first test.
Go ahead and roll a history check.
History?
Yes.
Not bad.
Alright. So the ruby hilted dagger is worth 25 gold pieces, but it is just a nice
Someone's
dagger for
talking to me, Alistair.
but it is just a nice dagger for murdering innocents.
Alright, well, looks like a sacrificial dagger. You can have it back.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you're
Nice
not
enough pocket it.
possessed by this.
Alright. Anyone else want to check anything else out? Remember there's a statue here, it's got ruby eyes. There's a goblet.
That's where I was going next. The
Goblet
statue.
filled with black stones here. This little altar thing is basically just a table now that it has no dagger, but you might want to check it out. And then there's the kind of like cupboard over here,
I
and
might
then
check
there's
that
the
out.
fountain. Okay, so I'll get back to you, Lapis. I just figure I'll let other people and then come back to
Yeah,
you.
hell yeah.
Get that. Yeah. All right, UA. It has a silver chain on it.
Yeah.
And it has a very small lock wrapped around the handles. So you can't just open the door. You're gonna have to figure out how to deal with those that lock.
Okay. Can I make like a check to see if there's anything weird about it, like magical? So maybe an arcane,
Yes, you
arcana.
can,
Sorry.
if you can make an Arcana check.
Oh nope.
Pretty chain, and the lock looks like it was well made.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to open it.
Okay. Make a strength check.
And the zombie help.
Sure.
I think instead of strength, I can do dex.
Yes, because you're a monk.
Pretty
Yes.
positive. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, use dex instead of strength. Okay. Is that a saving throw?
So make a acrobatics check, because it's basically a dex check with your proficiency. I know you're not trying to like do a somersault and open the door.
I know what you mean. No fucking hell.
So you grab the handles and you pull, and make a Constitution saving. So there's as the chain becomes taut, there is a bright blue flash, and a bolt of force hits you in the chest, and you take
Shit.
What, you take a shit?
You take 9 force damage, and you are thrown back 10 feet.
Okay.
And so
Ow.
you your zombie needs to make a con check as well, Iris. Actually, you know what? His zombie was helping you. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Roll what?
Your athletics check, or not acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
Yep, the other one was better.
God damn it.
So your zombie takes 7 force damage and is thrown back 10 feet as well.
Having fun over there?
No, not at all. I am tired, apparently.
Ayla, did you want to investigate the altar? Is that what your investigation check was for?
Yes. I clearly just kind of took a peek underneath it and was like, don't see anything here.
So it is a solid marble table. However, even with that low of a check, it is clearly obvious. But this thing has, you see scrape marks along the floor.
Like it can move.
Like it's been slid out of the way and back into place like several times.
I think I found something interesting over here, guys. Somebody want to check it to make sure it's not trapped?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that since I'm right here.
You see that there's scrape marks on the floor, like
Wait,
the
where are you?
table.
Right in front of this?
I'm in front. Yeah,
Okay.
that the
Yes.
table can move. Right?
Scrape.
You see that?
Yeah, I see
This-
that.
Scrape
Okay.
marks are right where you're standing. Kate.
So check for traps.
Mhm.
Okay.
I will do.
Roll the check in which you do that.
Oh, 9.
It doesn't appear like there's any traps. It looks like this thing's just there to hide something.
Yeah, looks. I'm pretty confident that there's nothing here.
Sorry.
Do you want to move it, or do you need help?
Yeah. I think it'd be a good idea to see what's underneath it. I found some. I'm. Yep.
I'll help her move it.
So together, I mean it's heavy, but you guys, I'm gonna just say it takes you a moment, so you don't have to roll your strength check. Actually, roll your strength check. See how fast you do this.
Well, you get advantage because I'm not gonna roll
Correct. Ayla, you roll a strength check with advantage.
because I have bones for
Oh,
arms.
dude. Yeah, you just could put your shoulder into it and slide it out of the way. And
It's
let
mostly
me
you.
read.
I have a -2 to strength, or minus. Yeah.
Iris and the zombies are just watching, clapping.
All right. So as you slide it out of the way, it makes like a gravelly scraping sound as it just like across the ground. And as you push it out of the way, you reveal a chute. It appears to be like a hole about I don't know how to describe it. Like it's like a maybe a 4 foot, 3 to 4 foot circle. And it appears to be like almost like a garbage chute.
No, actually, does it
You
go
wanna-
far down into the darkness?
So are you gonna stick your head in there? Like all you can see is that it clearly like has like a smooth stone surface that appears to like curve downwards.
Would the coin of delving work for that since it's curving?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'll chuck a coin down there.
Okay. So you toss your coin down there. The chute appears to be about 10 to 15, like 10 and a half feet long.
All right. Oh, it's not too far down, like 10 to 15 feet.
Picture oh valley of plenty.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's about 10 to 15 feet.
Okay.
Are we gonna investigate this, or
I
You wanna
think
go
this
down
might
there?
be. Did anybody else find a different lead?
Not yet.
does it look like there's any like that creature? Did it leave residue behind, or was it only from when we were fucking it up?
Yeah, that's the thing. It didn't really bleed or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
I should have said, I forgot to write this down, but it is a detail that. Oh, nope, never mind. I didn't write it down for a reason. But never mind. Ignore what I just said.
Any does it look like this thing? Is it made of like stone, like smooth stone kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like the size like a human could fit through,
Yes.
or humanoid.
Yes.
While they were doing that, I wanted to investigate this
Yeah. Did you roll your
dragon-like thingy.
investigation check?
Yeah, let me do that. Yep.
Um.
The one thing I'm super interested in, I roll shit on.
So you know that it appears to be more of like a snake-like dragon. And you would know that Bahamut is more of like a Western style dragon.
Mhm.
So it appears to be a depiction of a chromatic dragon.
Ooh.
Okay.
But you do notice that the eyes appear to be thumbnail-sized rubies. Are you gonna do anything with the shoot? You guys do have your familiar, just to remember.
I was about to recommend that, as a matter of factly. I have 2 ideas for things. Well, I guess Crackles could deal with this first. Iris is gonna let Crackles crawl out from her
pocket,
Mhm.
and Crackles is gonna go hop down the hole.
Are you going to see through his eyes, or are you just going to send him down the hole?
So we're going sit back and see through the eyes.
So as Crackles descends through the hole, he actually like crawls in, and then he starts to slide down the smooth stone chute down to the bottom, and he falls. When it gets to the end, he falls out of it and down about another 5 feet. And as he looks around, he sees there is a chamber with 4 other bodies desecrated, and they appear to be drained completely of their blood.
Oh.
Crackles look around in more detail. Otherwise, I'll just mention to the others.
It just looks like where they're disposing of these bodies, nothing more.
It's a trash chute.
Yes.
Maybe it covers the hole to keep the smell out.
Yeah,
That's vile.
it's pretty much exactly what it is.
In the meantime,
I was gonna send a command to zombies try and pull at that thing again.
Okay. Are both of them going to do it?
Yeah.
All right. So roll a strength check with them at advantage.
I like that you're doing that. I don't know why.
Oh hell yeah! They
Nice.
both like get a hold of it, and they fucking and they lean back with all of their strength, and the chain flexes, and there's that burst of light, but they keep a hold of it, and as they get thrown back, it actually like helps them to pull the doors open, and all 4 of their arms come off as they fly backwards 10 feet. But the doors pop open and the chain breaks in a light blue flash of light, and it falls to the ground. And they both take 11 force damage. And
So I know I've been burping a lot. I'm just gonna say that every time Lapis uses her breath weapon, she kind of gets a little indigestion. So,
That's awesome.
but go
Little
on,
sparky
Josh.
burps.
Sorry.
so
Yeah.
inside the cupboard, it appears to be like a what's it called? Like a where you hang clothing.
Like a little closet.
Yeah, it's like a closet. There's a word for what an actual standing
Oh,
room
an
is.
armoire.
Armoire, that's it. Appears to be an armoire. And hanging inside of the cupboard appears to be 3 coat hangers, and hanging from hanging from the coat hangers appear to be the skins of several people. One is a miner, another appears to be an attractive adventurer, that looks surprisingly similar to the description of the adventurer that came into town and befriended Darius.
and the third.
Or it's
Awesome.
they're just empty.
Yeah, they just appear to be almost like coats, but they're the skin of people.
That's disturbing.
Did the zombies
Starving
get the
zone.
thing open?
Oh.
I heard a boom.
And I don't know if you guys see it, but there's a door here. But I'm sure you know. It appears to be somebody's closet
Rat-
for their.
Crackles find anything else downstairs?
Nope,
And
just dead bodies. They're completely naked, and they're
Sorry,
just
I'm on mute.
basically like skeletons and skin. That's all that's left.
So there's been a door here at the bottom the whole time.
Yes.
Boo. Is there more
did-
doors or just that one?
Just that one. I mean,
Okay.
these windows look out onto stone walls.
Okay.
But yeah, I did describe that.
Oh, I don't remember. I was
But
probably
yeah,
doing
there's another
something.
door there.
Crackles, bring up some fingers and come on out.
and Iris gonna drop the connection with Crackles and
He
focus
chews
on
off
both
a couple
others.
fingers, and he struggles, but he makes his way back.
So I want to do one thing really quick. So this body has not been like turned into leather, correct?
No, it has not been turned into something that one of those mimes could wear.
Okay. So it's just like a body that looks like drained.
Yeah, it looks
Pretty
like
much.
they just hadn't gotten around to throwing it down the chute yet.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Gentle Repose and just kind of reach down, kind of stroke the side of the face, and just kind of whisper, like, "You'll be okay. Just rest easy."
Absolutely, and it like your magic kind of like flows over it, and it just kind of like slumps over onto its side, and it will not turn into an undead at any point.
If I die, don't do that.
Well, why not?
Well, I'm not gonna rest easy for one, but just don't do that.
I'll bring it back.
Yeah, fine if you want to do that. I'll allow I'll allow you to turn me into a zombie, but don't caress my face after I'm dead.
Are we going through that store? Is that what we were going to do?
Do you think
Sorry.
we're missing anything in here?
I
There's-
believe
Weapon
that's
always
last
gets
thing.
me.
Only thing that you guys haven't done anything with is there's a goblet filled with black stones of it.
Oh. I'm sure that's inconspicuous.
If you look at it, basically you take a look at it, and the goblet appears to be filled with onyx stones.
Are
Like
they?
a bar.
Is onyx stones worth anything?
Yeah, probably the whole goblet is worth about 7 gold pieces. Oh, and this dragon is made out of onyx as well.
Oh. I'll take the goblet.
The
How
dragon
heavy is the
is real
statue?
heavy to carry.
It is? Oh shit. Like, so would
The
it be?
goblet's fine.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
the
what I meant.
statue.
No, I don't want
heavy.
the statue. No.
Okay.
I'll take the goblet with the stones.
So say you have.
Actually, with that being said, what I would like to do. So she's pretty fucking beefy. So I figure she can probably carry this at least outside.
One of the zombies is following you.
So she's actually going to lift this, and she has a plan to use it for something.
Okay. Yeah, you could totally carry it around if you want. It's just sitting on like a little plinth. So, yeah, it was definitely like just kind of put there. It appears like, in your experience, it almost appears like it was being worshipped, like it's a statue of something that they kind of see as a god.
What kind of dragon was it again?
It is a chromatic dragon.
Chromatic.
Which of the chromes?
The like black, red, blue.
Oh, it's like multicolored.
Well, all of the chromatic dragons
No,
are
the statue. What color is the statue?
It's black. It's black. It's made of
Okay.
onyx.
Yeah. Oh, duh. Okay. Well, technically, there's other colors of onyx.
That's true. It is a black statue. All right.
Bless
So you
you.
guys gonna go through the door?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
believe so. Who wants to go first?
Are you volunteering?
I'll check it.
Not
for
Iris.
I will go.
Ours can give Ayla a big smile.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone stand back. Oh, is it locked?
It's totally unlocked.
Okay.
However, as you open the door, it opens,
Nice.
and you go in, and this room is small and cramped, but there is a writing desk sitting in the northwest corner. There are multiple documents neatly placed in 2 perfectly aligned piles. There is an iron-banded chest next to the desk, and an onyx statue of a dragon against the southern wall.
Is
It
it
looks
the same?
How big is
Exactly
it?
the same. The dragon is about the same size as the one that was in the other room.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Well, you said
It's
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's about the size of like it's probably like 3 feet tall. Weighs probably like 120 pounds, something like that. And it also has rubies for eyes.
So I'm just gonna fucking lift the other one. So I'm literally only holding 2 dragon statues.
Okay.
I'm just
Uh,
fucking beefing them.
Does anyone you know what? Does anyone have history as a that they're actually proficient in it?
Yeah,
I
embarrassingly.
do.
believe I am.
Any of you
Yeah, I
guys that
am.
are proficient in history, roll history checks. So,
Sweet.
Ayla
hell yeah.
and Iris, you recognize this statue of Dondragil,
Statue of Dondragel.
which is the bone dragon
Ugh.
that is who Kadrin killed before.
Bone Daddy.
Yeah.
Exactly what Marcus said, Ayla.
What was that?
That's exactly what
Aiden
Marcus
killed
said,
him?
Ayla.
Hold on, I didn't catch that again.
That's exactly what Marcus said, Ayla. Dondragil.
Dondragel. Well, this is a statue, right? You know.
Statue.
Would I know Dandrigo?
Yes, you know that he is a evil dragon god.
That's what these statues are?
Yes. And
So they're depicting Dondrago.
yes.
Oh.
It's a lot of dragon.
Am I like metagaming if I like know that? Like do they say that?
Yeah.
Are you guys telling me that?
We did say that out loud.
Okay.
Yes.
I just I just kind of look straight ahead and I just drop them both.
And you
Just let them fall to the ground.
you
like,
would know immediately that he is like the antithesis to Bahamut,
yeah.
like his mortal enemy.
And you see her just get like this shiver that goes up her spine.
Terrible way
I
to treat antiques.
I was gonna take these up into the woods and create an altar.
He would have totally liked
Now I've got a shiver up my spine. She just kind of turns around and walks back out into this altar room, just like hand covering her face, embarrassed, frustrated, a little disgusted.
Um,
That chest. Kaden, do you want to try and see if it's gonna explode on us?
Yeah, I can do that.
Crackle's just peeking around the corner,
Yeah,
watching you.
I'll be right back, guys.
okay.
Oh, really?
Looks fine.
Yep.
Is
there
it locked?
appears to be no traps, and yes, it appears to be locked.
Can I give it a shot too?
Sure.
Okay. Nope. I break my thieves' tools.
So like you get the these tools in there, and you like fiddle them around, and you actually break the lock itself.
Oh.
Your tools are fine, but the lock now is stuck locked.
Well, that's what I get for being so good at it earlier. I back up. So we need a breaky over here.
Well, when cunning doesn't work, I'm just gonna have the zombie walk over. And how big is the chest?
It's like 4 feet wide by like 3 feet deep, and it's like a trunk. Like it's a
Okay, it's a trunk, not like a small box. I thought it was like a
Correct.
hand box thing.
No.
It's a little bit big, honestly. I think someone else might have a better trick for opening that.
Why don't you go throw that Gondragil statue at this thing?
It'll
Can I
probably
unarmed
that out.
strike it?
Absolutely. It's not like iron binded, it's just a wooden chest. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay.
You can walk in the room.
You know what? Instead, I'm gonna do water whip
Okay?
with my canteen.
Ribbit.
Did I roll
Oh, yeah.
the damage again?
Don't worry about it. No, you rolled the spell, but see the DC 14 deck save?
Oh, 14. Yeah.
So the water actually like is perfect to deal with this. And it just
Oh,
cracks like open the wood and waterlogs it, and it becomes like weak, and so the lid just kind of like gets all waterloggy, so you could just pull it apart if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So
I'm back, by the way.
inside of the chest, inside the chest is a dragon egg fossil that appears to be fully intact, and a bag of uncut gems.
I don't
These
like that.
gems are similar to those that were stolen from the caravans.
dragon egg fossils and gems.
Yeah, I don't like that there's a dragon egg at all. Especially with
Why?
these statues here.
You think we should leave it? Kill it? I mean, it's
So,
dead. I mean, it's a fossil. It's not a real dragon.
Yeah, but, you know, magical world and all. Shit happens.
zombie dragon egg.
And the
Hmm.
the
Gives me
egg
an
is
idea.
about like maybe 2 feet tall and
Ooh.
maybe like 2 feet around.
I think we should keep it.
Can we,
It would pro-
give me 10 minutes. Let me check magic on this thing.
yeah, and it would
Well,
probably be worth a significant amount of money to somebody who studies specifically this.
He's doing that. Ours gonna have whistle to Crackles, who's gonna run over.
Okay.
See if you could follow this blood. And ours gonna, or Crackles wants, or I want to see if Crackles could track the blood, maybe that the monster left behind.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check at disadvantage because there's very little.
I have like 3 different things of Crackles pops up. Survival.
Yeah.
What's the equivalent of survival? Is that wisdom?
Roll an investigation check, I guess. It would be a nature check, but I don't know if your fucking rat has nature as a thing. So just roll an investigation.
Squirrels have advantage on all
Also
wisdom
wisdom.
checks related to their sense of smell.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Then
just a flat
roll.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Aw.
What is it?
Nah, he can't find
5.
shit.
He like follows it for a moment, but like there's so little of it, like there's like maybe one drop left on the ground, and then there's nothing else for him to follow within the crypt.
We'll do better next time, Crackles. Go read that book for me.
And I was gonna sit down and have Crackles run over to the book and start flipping through. You said there's a book in here?
So it's not books; it's documents on the table. So
I was
let
gonna
me
have
I'll read the whole thing again, just so you guys know exactly what's in there. This is a small cramp. This room is small and cramped, but there is a writing desk sitting against the northwest corner. There are multiple documents neatly placed in 2 perfectly aligned piles. There is an iron-banded chest next to the desk and an onyx statue of a Dondragel against the southern wall.
Okay.
And there's lots of drawers in the desk and stuff like that. So do you want to investigate the desk?
I was gonna. Iris is gonna be inspecting the documents through Crackle's eyes,
Okay. So
skirting around, smelling all that shit.
roll a wisdom check for Iris because you're the one that would know shit.
Yes.
Or not wisdom, history.
17.
Yeah. So, uh, these documents reference there's like several documents that have that dragon wing symbol from the coins that you guys found earlier. They also are referencing a long buried city on the same documents in which these dragon wing symbols are on. There's lots of references to Bahamut and Dondragel um and the that dragons used to be the dominant species on the planet. There's references to a city by the name of Drakenridge. Um, there's maps of the area that you guys are in, of the city of Ironmore, kind of north up into where that swamp area was. Uh, it talks about ruins, and there's little notes written in the margins about there's more to these ruins than I thought. I need to investigate. Um, there is a reference to sending documents to the mistress, and basically it seems to be research about this area tied to Dragonborn, talking about how Dragonborn used to be different and the origins of the race and things like that, and how important it is to their goals.
All right. It
And
sounds like this was mostly just research in the area around us. They were mostly focused on that city that we were in by the swamps.
you also find a specific map that has 3 circles on it, and one of the areas is where you guys found the newts, the newt's tongue. Another is the mine to the west, the mine to the west, and another referencing dragon eggs and uh like where they've been found and uh where they can find the people that have them and stuff like that.
There's a whole lot in there, but I don't see. It's mostly just information on the Baumut and Dondrigal, and it just seems like they're researching things about them in this area. I don't see how this relates to whatever that was. Maybe they're just previously housed here and it got taken over? I don't know. Does someone want to go through those doors? Drawers? Jars? The desk?
Lapis is still out in the. She's in the altar room, so she's really not even hearing anything else.
Iris is
She's
in the altar room.
deeply hurt by the discovery that she just touched a Tundra statue and thought it was something else.
Is anyone else talking on mute, or was nobody saying anything?
No, yeah, I'm still holding the egg. It takes 10 minutes for me to detect magic on that thing.
Okay. I
Also,
think it's been
that piece you can't hear this since I am in the uh, altar room. I'm just looking through the documents through my creature's eyes.
And it would have taken him well over 10 minutes to read all these documents. So if you guys want to do something else while he's reading the documents, if someone wants to investigate the desk or anything like that,
Oh,
let me
okay.
know. Yeah, it's gonna take him like a good half hour to read all these documents.
I would say Lapis will probably go through the chest.
So in the chest you found the gems, the uncut gems, and the dragon egg.
Yeah, but I'm holding the egg.
Oh, those are the only things in the chest?
Correct. The only thing kind of left to
I'll
do
go.
is invest the desk.
Yeah, I'll investigate the desk and kind of like the drawers in it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Oh yeah,
Nice.
you find everything in that desk.
I just
So
take the whole fucking desk. Fuck the statues. I'll just carry the desk out.
so as you guys, or as you're kind of like going through the drawers and everything like that, you find like a book of ancient myths and mythology, and you kind of flip through it a little bit and find that there's uh an article or like a chapter about the history of Bahamut and Dondragel.
Ooh.
It's like almost like a children's story, but it's talking about how often children's stories and myths are founded in reality. And there's like an opinion part that he thinks that this story is actually talking about the actual individuals and that they were real and existed on this plane at some point. um and there's all kinds of like notes in the margins, like this means something, find out what they're talking about. I know this has uh there's more
Significance.
information here type of stuff. um Also, as you're kind of looking through the drawers, you find kind of trucked into one of the drawers, kind of in the corner, kind of like taped up against the top corner, a smooth round stone. And are you gonna take that out and touch it and everything?
Yeah, why not?
So as you pick it up,
That's what she said.
as you pick it up, you've
Um,
actually experienced one of these before. It's actually a sending stone.
Cool.
Are you going to activate it or anything like that, or just hold on to it?
I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay. But other than that, that's pretty much what you find. It appears like this was a whoever made this place. This was kind of like his research desk. This is where he did his research and took notes and stuff like that.
So, I found a book that kind of detailed the history around Bahamut and Dondragal,
Correct.
and then I found a sending stone.
Correct.
Okay.
And remember what I told you to kind of read that stuff earlier?
Yep. That's kind
This
of what's in
is
it.
exactly where you get that information. It
Okay.
basically now read it as if that was a mythical kind of story.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And that appears to be everything kind of in this little chamber. Uh as she's kind of like going through all of that, um Caden, you finish your detect magic spell, and uh this egg appears like at some point it possessed some kind of magic. Like there's a residue, if you will. Um but that magic has kind of dissipated as it became a fossil. But you were still kind of able to actually, you know what? Roll an arcana check.
Oh, okay. Core. Oh, my brain. Where is it?
And the reason I'm making you roll an arcana check and not just telling you what it does, even though technically identify would just tell you what it does, is because this magic is so like slight. You know what it should have done, but you don't know exactly how it did. Like it's gone, so you're making educated guesses.
Okay,
And
24.
you roll an incredible. You are certain that the magic that was once on this spell or on this egg was designed that once something triggered it, it was supposed to hatch. And then there was also magic that was supposed to suspend it in stasis.
But it doesn't look like it's suspended in stasis.
Correct.
So,
Something happened to break that.
well, uncomfortable, this egg, but it used to have some sort of designation that would cause it to hatch, but it looks like it's been long dead. About what we hoped and expected, right?
And the thing is you know that there is a baby dragon fossil within it as well.
That is pretty cool. I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna want to take it.
And like that baby dragon is like it should have like either hatched already or is like right there at the moment in which it should have hatched. And that's
I'll
what that
take it if you
stasis
don't.
spell did, is stopped it from actually hatching.
I mean, you could just throw it in the bag of holding. It'll be fine in there, I'm sure.
We have one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Remember?
who has it?
I think you psychopath.
Wow.
Yeah.
You psycho.
I drop it off. I open it and I say, "Follow me." I'm just kidding. Shuts it.
Follow me,
A
follow
hand,
me, follow me.
I
a
already shut
hand pops out and then it just goes back in.
it.
No, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen. So yeah, you guys out of character are pretty much done with this area. So if you guys want to roleplay it for a while, that's cool. But other than that, you're probably finished with what's going on here.
Should we? I guess we could talk about while we're on the way back to town. I can't think of anything else for us to do out here.
Yeah, I kind of want to get out of this creepy place. There's no sign of Althea. That's not what I was looking for.
All right. So you guys start to make your way out of the crypts. Kind of chatting as you guys kind of leave, like, wow, that egg was cool, that monster was scary, all those kinds of things. And you guys make your way to the surface. And so, yeah.
While we're walking to town, we need to talk about quite a few things, I think.
Yeah. You're probably thinking the same thing I am, Iris.
Maybe.
There's a
Is
shrug.
About Ayla.
what are you guys thinking about? I think I want to hear you say it first.
Is it
Good
about?
start, Caden.
Are you thinking about Ayla too, Iris, or no?
A little
Oh, you
bit.
got, oh, yeah, sorry. I can't hear it, can I?
No.
I was trying to push down to the back of my mind.
All right. No, it's fine, Ayla. You can hear it. When do you remember when you got? Did she die? I forget what happened. She got knocked
She,
out.
She
she just
died.
got knocked
She
out.
died.
When?
Oh, which time?
She died.
Like
Oh,
what happened? I
no,
don't
no,
even
no.
remember the context.
Earlier,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
she got knocked unconscious, and then the strange thing came out of
Oh,
her
it was
chest.
when we were fighting the owl bears, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we were fighting the owl bears and you got knocked on your ass, it looked like a spirit crawled out of you and ran into the woods.
A spirit.
Yeah, it came out of that spot on your chest.
The spot.
And as you look down, kind of like he says, that spot on your chest, you kind of look down at it, and like I think you spent a lot of time kind of looking at it, like because it was weird, and
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely larger.
Hmm. I I I'm not sure what that is.
You know, that's the spot that when you got pulled back into your body, that's the part that he grabbed you and pulled you back into your body from.
The only thing I could think of is this is, when I died that one time, that he grabbed me here at the spot and that's kind of where he pulled me back through my body. But I didn't do you think that has something to do with it?
I mean, it could be. When we go to bed tonight, I can examine you closer, if you don't mind.
That's definitely what she said.
There's,
Sure. See
Alright.
if you could yeah, go.
Mostly just to see the kind of nature of magic that it might be, but I'd like to get
Mhm.
moving for now. That'll take a minute.
Yeah.
While there's other things that were more pressing. Not pressing. That was very important, but there are things we need to discuss about the town, I think,
Yeah,
such as
that's probably it.
the mayor, for
Um,
instance. I know all three of you, Yue, Kaden, Ayla. I know you hate him, but we need help out here. This hasn't gone well, and I'm tired of almost losing all of us every time. I don't
yeah.
want another enemy.
I don't. Well, okay. I was like, he's not gonna help us, but I guess let's not make our situation worse. Is what you're saying?
Yes,
I can agree, but we had
but
time of the
all
Mhm.
essence. We didn't have time to go talk to him. We need to find out where Alfia is.
If that's what you want, Iris, I could
it
see
is.
your wisdom in that. Though I don't like it, but
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, Lapis, we didn't make the best impression with the mayor. He's an asshole.
You might have to silence me if you need us to talk to him again.
Yue, I expect you to stand outside.
Okay.
The
That's
little girl is
probably for
like,
the
"You will
best.
stay outside."
yeah.
I like the
You
chastising
are
from her.
definitely wise.
What happened?
Well, he's the kind of mayor that abuses his authority, and I have a problem with that, and I think so does UA. I've
And
spent a lot of my
me.
youth sticking it to that kind of man. So it's kind of die hard.
And I spent a lot of my youth just. My whole youth was wasted on people like that. My entire youth, all of it, gone because of people like him.
You've still got plenty of youth ahead of you.
This man abuses his power. I don't care for that either.
All right, Hours, you're outnumbered.
As long as we could
Just
all,
kidding.
as long as we could be civil with him. I'm not.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I was just explaining the situation.
I
Uh,
will do my best and be respectful, but just know that I don't take kindly to that.
if you need to leave the room when we talk to him, just leave. I
Oh,
think
that won't be necessary.
It is for me.
the last thing I think that we need to talk about is when we get back to town, how are we going to reveal that the water should be safe to drink in probably a few days? I don't know how fast the water will cycle, but I figure
We
if
would just
we
try it now. I was kidding.
Yeah, no water for me, ever.
I figure if we could make somehow prove that we did something, it'll get us on the mayor's good graces, and it'll make it a little bit easier to deal with him, and hopefully impress the town a little bit too. I just don't know how to prove it. Like I have a
Didn't we?
skull from the body, but it's just a charred skull.
Um,
God,
I guess
yeah.
I guess we can just tell him, and if he doesn't, I don't. We'll just start with having a conversation with him.
Yeah,
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
but again, I would like to reiterate, I have no idea where the fuck where Althea is, and I thought this was where I forget her name, the doll lady. I thought this was gonna be her place. I was
What have I
mistaken.
gotten myself into?
I ask myself that every day.
Fair enough. We're heroes. I was gonna smile at y'all.
And
They're good
just
company to keep.
so you know, this whole time you guys have been walking down the street towards town.
But
That's why.
I thought we were looking for Althea.
Are you?
I-
Is that
That's
what
what I
the
was.
plan is?
That's why I was bringing it up, because that was the whole
Okay.
reason why we were up here.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I was
I-
pulling my character back up.
It
It's like, what are you
totally makes
doing?
sense now. I got it. I totally get it now.
I thought you
I
guys
thought-
have been fighting over the token this
I
whole time.
really thought you were
I was
just
like,
fucking with me.
I thought
to
you were
be funny.
fucking with me.
No, I was
was
just
like,
trying to like as,
Watching it like, what is going on?
totally get it. Yeah,
Oh, that was funny.
that's hilarious.
So
I
what's the next step, everyone?
Well, we have a missing person. We believe that she went to look for. What is her name? I don't have my notes apparently. Oh yeah, I do.
Thoroughly?
The Rolla.
So
yeah.
she didn't go
Throla.
to look for Throla. She left
That's
because
my
remember.
assumption.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay,
we don't know where she just walked off on us to the north.
Yeah,
I
pretty
know
much.
that Throla was in town and that she showed interest in it. So that's
Yeah. Yeah, I
the
get it.
only
I
thing
get it.
I know as a character.
Okay, I gotcha.
we can't go chasing Alfia if we don't know anything about where we're going, Caden.
I don't think we
She's-
should just be chasing her anyway.
Well, we know that Throla's in this northern area somewhere.
I say, from what I understand, we should go inform the mayor that we've cleansed their water. Then beyond that, we can tackle what needs to be done.
I'll do it. But if anything happens to Althea because we've been gone for so long, I'm gonna be even grumpier of a wizard.
She's not dead at the very least. Otherwise, we would have seen her body already down there.
You don't know that. She could have been turned into a doll. Something.
Well, I would almost go as far as to say that that's not your fault, nor is it anyone's problem other than hers.
Once it.
We fixed a problem for the city and this town and this mayor, so he can be content with one or none at all.
I sent you a message.
Yeah, I saw.
Me?
No,
No,
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If we want to
so you
go,
guys
we're
have
gonna
made your
go.
way to the path, but you guys are just kind of like standing there talking at this point.
Iris is gonna pull out that dagger from this place that we were at, and just spin it around in her or in her hands for a minute.
Careful with
Caden,
that thing.
Madria said that we shouldn't have to worry about Alfia for now.
She's gonna smile at you.
Who?
Nah, nothing. I'm just quite certain she's fine.
I
Insight
think she's
check?
fine
Did
too.
he forget? Never mind.
No. Wait, forget what?
No, that's nothing. Let's keep going.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Yeah. I'm confused. I need the insight.
Oh.
Caden
Okay.
understands exactly what's happening.
So,
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I was going to ask you, are you lying?
Nope. Iris said that.
Kind of.
Nope. Iris isn't lying. Whatever she said, she fully believes.
You know what, Caden?
I'm convinced.
I will give you a hint of what he's talking about if you don't actually remember.
Would Caden know?
Yes, you were there when the person he's speaking about was there.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, remember Maladra?
Yeah, I remember her. She was in a dagger.
Correct. And he said, Maladra says that she'll be fine.
Doesn't Alfia have the dagger that has
That
Maladra in it?
Caden, is that what Caden believes? Because
It
if
is.
Caden believes that, then I'm not saying anything.
Okay. And you just brought up Maladra.
Yep.
All right. But how do you know what's
Let's
going on
keep
with
going.
Maladra?
Your memory is really leaving you nowadays, Caden. I don't know. Let's keep going. There's a lot to do once we get back to town.
Sure.
We're going back to town?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, Adam.
Yeah.
That conversation, you're not not understanding anything. You're as confused as Caden would be. So.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oops, not that one. Because I have notes from back then, so that was my understanding of it. Am I wrong on anything, or?
You should probably read your notes again.
What did he? So hold on. Let me ask you something, Michael. Let's go to the other chat for like 2 seconds. I just want to ask you a question.
I feel like Caden should go over there too because
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
it's not too hard to figure it out from his notes, honestly, if he wrote them right.
Okay. Let's all go to the DM Whisper channel just real quick, real fast.
It's going to be recorded. Do you want me to pause it?
That's fine. It's not that
It's fine.
important.
I don't think you shouldn't.
I really don't remember.
What do you mean? From my understanding, Christopher had the dagger, right?
Nope.
Christopher gave or
I
remember
thought he had it and had the vampire speaking to him.
no, Arkmir took the dagger.
When?
Well, Iris took it, and Iris always had the dagger. She never. The closest mix-up would have been when you tried to steal the dagger from Iris one time, and Alfia took it back and gave it back to Iris. And the zombie thing was after the matter.
She turned into a vampire because of something else that happened. Like she became a vampire, but it had not because she has the dagger. She's just a vampire. Because she let fucking see what happened while you guys were still in the cave.
Okay,
Like,
so I think I just had it mixed up between Althea
yes,
and the two little girls.
correct. Yeah. So you would know that she had. I couldn't remember if like it was a secret that or that Iris had the dagger or not.
Oh
So
no.
that's why we came over
It's
here.
not, but considering how hardcore you forgot that, I felt like going with it.
Yeah, I forgot that really hard. You could have
I don't
reminded
think
me.
it should be easy enough to go through your notes as Kate and be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So I think it wouldn't be metagamey if you're just like put 2 and 2 together right now and be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I think it's too confusing. I'm just gonna go with the fact I thought she had it.
yeah,
Fair
absolutely.
enough.
That's totally fine. All right, let's go back.
There we go.
You guys begin making your way back towards town, correct?
Yeah.
Making our way downtown.
Okay. So I was gonna do something here, but because I want to get a specific character into the game before that, we are going to jump ahead if that's okay with everyone.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys are gonna meet somebody later that I'm going to railroad you into meeting, but it's just because you would have met him on this path back to town, but I want to get you guys back to the inn.
Mm.
Okay, so you guys make your way back towards the town. It takes you most of the day, and so you begin to arrive back into the town, kind of mid-evening. So if like 7, 8 o'clock at night. You guys are kind of exhausted from your adventures and everything that's gone on. You guys chat the whole way there, but you manage to make your way through the town without any guards or anything speaking to you, and you make your way back to the Misty Tap. And as you guys kind of enter the Misty Tap, it's kind of later evening. There's a few guests and everything like that. Um, but as you guys walk in, um, you notice a face that you guys haven't seen before. And uh, Celeste, go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is that her hair is really thick and dark, but kind of like a vibrant red. It's kind of piled up on her head into two space buns, so that's like kind of out of the way with some tendrils coming down. Her ears are pointed, and they're lined with gold rings. She's got big green eyes that are big and bright. She has a pointed nose and full lips that are kind of painted a deep red that matches her hair. She wears like a muslin scrap kind of purposely wrapped over her chest and shoulders, but it leaves her middle breast, like between her boobs. It leaves that in plain view, so you can see an eight-pointed star tattooed there. Um, and she has like a makeshift hooded scarf kind of wrapped around her neck. It's really thin. Um, and uh, and that kind of covers like around her neck and over the tops of her shoulders. And that same like light muslin that she's wearing around her chest is also wrapped around both hands and her arms up to her elbows. You see, she carries a quarterstaff in one hand, and it's crudely made out of old dark wood. Um, you notice that she has a white half mask made of bone attached to her side. She stands up with this unnatural stillness and like a powerful grace, and she seems to silently perceiving everything around her. Despite this like warrior persona, she looks really youthful and gentle.
And as the party kind of walks into the inn, you notice as this individual like sees you and her eyes kind of widen, and um Ember, you notice that this is the group that you were told to look for.
I'll put my hand up and kind of wave them down.
You guys see this. What are you guys gonna do?
like I'll look behind us and like look at her, and then look behind us again. And like I'll look over to Iris. Is she talking to us?
I don't think she is.
I'm
Let's go.
smiling and I'm saying, yes, I'm you, all of you.
Okay, I guess she is.
Okay.
And I'll
Um,
start
Hello?
walking towards them.
Did the mayor send you?
What? No.
There's a
No,
bonus.
I'm Ember, and she kind of like crosses her leg and does like a little bow. I was actually sent here to find you guys.
By
Ugna,
Who?
there we go.
Oh.
Ugna.
Ugna sent me.
All right, welcome to the to the Ugnas.
Uh, okay, sorry, I forgot because I'm really tired right now.
no worries.
Am I telling them that
Yeah,
I'm handing you a note, right?
correct.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
Um,
And
she looks around and which one of you is Yue? And she kind of looks over at Yue. Is that you?
UA's like, yes, that's me.
I'm gonna hand her the letter. Ugna specifically requested me giving this to you.
She takes it like kind of confused and like, okay. And she opens it up and you see as she unfurls it and reads it for a second. And her eyes kind of like get big and she looks up at you and then she looks at the rest of you and she says, "Oh, I have to go. I have to I have to go." And she kind of runs off to the room. Are you guys going to follow her?
The room? Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong?
And she says, I have to go. And she takes off towards the room, and you guys kind of follow her. And as you guys enter the room, you see her like grabbing all of her shit and shoving it into bags and blah, blah, blah. Uh, and she looks at all of you and says, something's happened to Tuli. I
Oh,
have to go. Ugna told me that I need to
wait,
return to the
wait, what?
tower.
What's happened to Tuli?
And she says he doesn't know yet. She's missing, but uh, he says um that Lapis should have some kind of a box or something that will explain everything. But that I need to go immediately, and she points at Ember. She's like, "This one's supposed to take my place, but I have to go."
And I'll kind of like sheepishly stand there and like put my hand up, like, yep, that's me.
Um,
Replacing her. Like nervously laughs.
Ember, you say? Ember.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Ember Solis at your service.
Ember Soul. All right. Who wants to catch her up on what we've been doing?
Um,
I think as I wanted to say something to UA before she leaves.
yeah, go for it.
I didn't want to interrupt that.
Oh yeah, what's up?
No, I'm sorry. No, I meant not you, or I guess Josh is her character right now.
Yes, yes.
Well, okay. I'm like, well, whatever's happening, make sure that she's okay.
She looks at you and she says, "Yeah, I was told I'll be able to message you and let you know what's going on,
Yeah,
but I have
please.
to leave immediately. I will send word once I have more information." But again,
You're,
she pulls out the letter and looks at it. And he says, "It says here that you're supposed to have some box that you need to open immediately."
yeah, I know. But make haste, okay? And I'll do that.
She kind of like nods to you and she gives all of you guys hugs and says, "It was a pleasure adventuring with you, and hopefully we'll meet again. I'm sure this won't be the last we see of each other." And she says she like puts her pack on and everything, and she says, "But I need to go." And she rushes out the door, and she disappears down the hallway out the front door.
For flavor,
Yes.
uh, can I just to protect her on her quest, I want to cast protection from evil and good on her, and then I kind of give her a short bow and say, "Take this. I know I didn't know you for very long, but I hope you get where you're going safely, and it was a pleasure meeting you."
She kind of smiles and she's like, oh, I'm disappointed I won't get to know you better. And she gives you a hug and she says, but thanks for everything you've done for us. And take care of these guys. They're all right, I think. And then
That's literally
I
what she would have said, something exactly like that.
and then takes off. So this is out of character. I would like to at least get through the Ugna thing before we end the session. So could we do that and then maybe have some of our roleplay talk to get to know Ember in the camp chat?
Sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So I think at some point while all this is going on, you almost feel like the box is vibrating, Caden.
I still have it, I think. Or did I give it to Caden?
I think you gave it to Caden last session.
Yeah, I did. That's right. That's right.
Introducing Ember, and then oh yeah, and then Ember tells you that Ugna will let you know what's going on. Are you gonna pull out the box, Caden? You might be muted.
Yes, and I pull out the box.
All right, so you pull out the box. It is about 7 inches long by 9 inches wide and 5 inches tall. It is a wooden box made of rough-hewn pine. There is pink parchment paper wrapped snugly around the box itself, with a bright red ribbon tied into a large bow at the top. You see a card glued to the parchment by a corner that reads Caden.
I open it.
So, go ahead.
Man, I'm looking at it for a minute, and I kind of like sag my shoulders. Okay. Well, apparently, there's a spell here I need to read.
No, I'll get to that. 1 second.
Oh.
So you have to open it first.
I did open it.
So as you pull the ribbon, the bow unravels, and the top of the box jolts open, spraying copious amounts of pink and red confetti into your
God.
face. It bursts into tiny sparks, briefly blinding you, and then quickly flashing into ash, the remnants floating to the floor, making an enormous mess. As you peer into the box, you see a large scroll tucked inside, sealed with a messy blob of wax. As you pull it out, you see Ugna seal pressed into the center. A small embossed image of Ugna standing on a dais, one hand on his hip and the other in the air in a pose of unbridled poise and dignity. You feel yourself wanting to gasp in awe at its splendor, or is that just indigestion? Regardless, it's most certainly from Ugna.
Yeah.
You break the seal and unroll the scroll. The bottom of the paper springs from your hand and rolls across the floor for several feet. You now hold in your hand a 10-foot scroll of cream-colored parchment. You read to yourself for a moment, and then after some times you realize you're supposed to read out loud. So you begin again. And now go ahead and read the scroll.
So this is I have to read this spell to you guys. You ready? It's a powerful spell. Here's
I guess.
Here's the spell.
So read from the very beginning.
I state your name. Call forth. Wait, did you read that? Yeah, you probably read that. Anyways, I call forth the rules of greatness, the architects of awesomeness. Hear my call. I beseech you to send forth the most awesome and handsome, much more handsome than Caden, creature known to this world. I prostrate myself before you. Now prostrate yourself. Oh, I'm supposed to get on my knees or something. I don't know what that means, but definitely do it. And humbly plead for you to allow me to enter the presence of greatness and ultimate cooler than you-ness. Please, oh gods of awesome. I know there's no gods anymore, so just keep reading. To guide the magnificent creature into your presence with the utmost haste and timelessness, so that we may gaze upon their greatness in awe and appreciation. Now cast prestidigitation over the box. And I do that.
And you cast prestidigitation all over the box, and there's fireworks, and
That sounded
splendor
so dirty.
and awesomeness appears, and then suddenly, in a splash of sparks, a 3 foot tall
Even
Ugna
better.
stands before each of you. Oh wow, how did I get here?
I
This
don't
is
know.
so unexpected. Sup, guys? What you doing?
Well, you had news for us about Thule, right?
Oh yeah.
Sorry to cut to the
Uh,
chase.
yeah. So this is what happened with Thule, and we'll go ahead and end the session.
Oh,
Man.
and
If we
scene.
want to go 10 more minutes here, what happened to Tully? If you could, Ember could hold up that long.
Yeah, if you guys want to wait for a little while, I could do this little part, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, if you want to do it, I don't want to hang up anyone.
Okay. He's like, oh yeah. Well, you see, what happened is like Julie went on a mission. She was supposed to kill this dude or like capture him or something, and like she went, and then yeah, she didn't come back, and so I thought maybe her friend would be able to go find her or save her from whatever had happened to her, and also I thought that you guys needed somebody that was really good at punching things, so I thought that Ember over here
I'm
would
healing.
definitely. What?
I heal too.
Yeah, she does. I don't know why a monk would heal, but yeah, she does that too. And so I sent her to help you guys out, and also I sent me to be awesome around you guys because I was bored and I didn't have any friends at the tower and I was lonely. And so I thought I'd come hang out with you guys again. I know everyone is super excited to have me around and everything, and I'm super happy to be here. And you guys can tell me how awesome I am at any point. I will not be offended or tell you to stop. Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, nice. Where do we keep
Well, I
you?
just saw you a couple days ago, so.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These two, I sent them over to hang out with you guys because you guys are idiots and didn't have a healer, and so I gave you two of them. How awesome of me, right?
That's pretty awesome.
I thought
Especially
so too.
since we keep dying.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that, and I realized that you guys suck at adventuring, and so you needed my help to be better than you were.
That's good.
And also, I would just like to point out that you completely failed the test and did not actually read all of the words on the thing. I heard it, and I was like, you didn't talk about the
I know.
hairless marmosets or anything
Wait.
like that.
There was hairless marmosets. Oh yeah, there was at the top. Yeah,
You're not.
I
You're,
knew
you're not good at things.
that you wanted me to read the top, but I'm kind of lazy sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard that about you. Yeah,
His memory's poor too.
I've heard
He
that as
probably
well.
forgot.
And also, he's not as cool as me, so it makes sense that he fucked it all up.
I'm glad Agnes with us.
Me too.
Yeah. Is it nighttime yet? I need
You
a
may
nap.
hug me now, Iris. And he opens his arms.
I will.
I was gonna pick him up and hug him.
Ah, I love you too. Okay. All right. So, do you want to end it there? I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Sleepy.
Are you guys happy? Now I can roleplay Ugna. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And now when he dies, he won't actually die.
By the way, I just want to read this to you guys because I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and Kate
Yeah.
fucked it up and didn't read it. The first
Oh,
part
I'm sorry.
was this scroll contains a powerful and awe-inspiring spell of greatness and indefinable awesomeness. It is very important that you read the entire scroll, word for word, omitting nothing, as doing so could potentially cause you all to be turned into a group of chipmunks, and a group of chipmunks, all of which will most assuredly be devoured by flightless birds and hairless marmosets. I repeat, you must read every word out loud. Now let's begin. And then it says,
That's
"You
when
read
I
that?
started.
You read that all right? Good."
Oh, I should have read there. To me, sorry.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That was awesome. I did have I put pictures of Ember in there so you guys can kind of see what she looks like, except her hair
Ember's
is bleached in.
hot.
I
She's
agree.
based
Amber,
We
on
can post
one of
it.
my favorite characters. Voice chat discussion.
yes, she is very attractive.
Okay.
Who is she based on?
Okay.
Bryce Quinlan. Which is funny because her mom in the book is named Ember, and I was like, oh, I actually really like that name. So I took her mom's name, but my character's based on her.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I am sorry, Celestina, that it took us so long to get you, but
No, it's fine. It's
yeah,
totally cool. It was nice to say goodbye to Yue, and she had the crits.
Finally.
That was fun.
yes,
That
yeah.
was
Final
nice to
hurrah.
actually hit shit.
I was actually kind of disappointed that you didn't get to deal the killing blow to the final monster that you faced, but
So
I
close.
know. It's all good.
if it wasn't
It's
for the fact that I really wanted it to actually live, uh, I would have let you just kill it.
yeah, it's all good.
So, but I'm
Well, that was
excited to get
fun.
to know Ember. I love. Just wait, she has done a lot of work on Ember, and she is amazing.
I am very excited to play her too. I really love her story and her persona and stuff, so I'm very, very excited.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yes.
couple things that I just want to housekeeping before you leave Ember. So, it's actually perfect that we didn't get back to the town because I had some. I know that Lapis has not like actually heard anything about this town and stuff like that. So just so you know, at the beginning of next session, I'm gonna go ahead and narrate like you guys entering the town and you guys coming to the inn and shit like that. So and it's gonna be basically just for Lapis and also to kind of set the scene for everyone else. So when I do that, don't be like, we already know what's in this town. Um,
Yeah.
it's just me wanting to, because I've decided that narration actually sets the scene a lot better. So if I write it down instead of ad libbing, you guys know what you're looking at a lot better. Uh,
Yeah.
second, um, just know that I am very much attempting to uh, like do a lot more narration and stuff like that. So when I start doing that kind of stuff, uh, start paying a lot more attention to my narrations because I know before I would just say stuff and then you guys could ask questions about what the area looks like and things like that later because I didn't do a very good job of describing it. But I'm going to try really hard to set the scenes now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so make sure you definitely like if there's stuff that you find interesting while I'm narrating,
Hmm.
like take note of it and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Um, I'm probably gonna start like actually writing on the map while you're doing that. So like if you're like this bench looks special, I'm probably gonna write fucking bench next to it.
Yeah, that's totally cool too. Or even
Hopefully
if you
my
just want
writing
to
gets better.
put something on the bench. Oh, and what do you guys think of my
Okay.
end map?
It looks good.
Yeah, I thought it did too.
Very
Um,
nice.
Way fancier than I originally thought it was. It
Yeah.
was.
Me too.
that's why I'm glad that I made the maps and that why I'm going to go into a lot more narrations and stuff like that. 'Cause this is what I pictured the whole time, and obviously I did not set the scene properly.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about because this is where the kid showed up.
Yeah.
Yes,
I actually
Yeah.
this pretty much
This
fits
is
what
how
I
I
was thinking
imagined
too.
the yard.
Yeah.
The inn I think
Yeah.
was less than this in my
yeah,
imagination, but this is good.
yeah. And you notice there's the hallway here, and remember how I said you guys could stand outside your doors? There's doors at each of these rooms to go
Nice.
into the courtyard as well. Um,
Sweet.
yeah. And I'm gonna try to make a map for every single fucking place here and stuff like that. So
Awesome. I like it.
yeah. So but other than that, you can go now.
Okay.
Let's see that.
All right.
All right.
Good game.
Right.
Thank you guys.
Good
Have a
night.
good night.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
So we